What's good? Christian Mbilli stops Rohan Murdoch after the fifth round. Murdoch's corner stops the fight, and I wanted to make this fight because they kept saying that Mbilli wants to fight Canelo, and he's not ready. I do appreciate his enthusiasm. I do appreciate his fighting style, his athleticism, his explosiveness, and his willing to go for the knockout. He has 26 fights now and 22 knockouts. So he is a fan-friendly fighter, but he hasn't earned his right to fight Canelo. And that's fine. A fighter calling out Canelo, I don't have any problem with that. But as the fact that the announcers kept saying it, and even the ringside announcer, when he was interviewing, asked him about Canelo. And I know that could happen with like a guy that's coming up, but I want to make the comparison to Jean Pascal, who was a very good fighter, a world champion, beat some good fighters, Chad Dawson, that fighter Brown, I forgot his first name, but he won the title a couple times at light heavyweight. He fought Carl Froch in a great fight, and he also was very explosive. Didn't have the one punch knockout, but could get guys out of there. And that's who Mbilli reminds me of. Not the most technical guy, but a guy that throws haymakers with every single punch he throws. Kind of like Oscar Valdez, who may be allergic to the jab, right? Could be a very exciting fighter, especially he already has a following in Canada. He was going for the knockout since the beginning of this fight, but Murdoch hung in there, and he deserves the praise that he's getting for hanging in there up until the end of the sixth round, even would catch Mbilli with some good punches. Mbilli also, just like Pascal, doesn't have a great defense, but I just wanted to make this video as a praise to Mbilli for being a good fighter, and for having that following already, and suggesting a couple opponents that I would like to see him against. I don't even think that he would do well against guys like a Benavides or a Plant. Maybe an Andrade. Maybe they should throw him to Andrade. Or what I was thinking before I thought about the Andrade fight, if Andre still wants to fight after that Benavides beatdown, yeah, feed him to Mbilli or Jaime Munguia. I think he's in that level. I think he's in the Jaime Munguia, Edgar Berlanga fight. Feed him to Berlanga. Feed him to him. This was a Bob Arum promoted card, so I'm not sure if he's a Arum fighter or not. If Arum would want to feed him to Berlanga, but let's do it. Berlanga has a bit of a name already, so if he beats Berlanga, that would that would make a lot of fans for Mbilli. Fight Berlanga or Mungi, I think those are good fights for him, and I think we'll go from there. If he beats those guys in impressive fashion, let's throw him in there with the Plant or with a Benavides or with Morel. I believe he's has all knockouts as well, just like Beterbiev in the main event. But to be calling out Canelo, man, first off, you're not ready. Second off, you haven't fought the name opponents, and skill-wise, Canelo would work him. I know that it doesn't really matter. You just want the big fights, or maybe he does think he's ready, but watching him, his defense is faulty, and he throws a bunch of wild fights who any guys in the top 3 or 4 will take advantage of. But I'm looking forward to seeing him fight, just like I look forward to seeing Jean Pascal fight back in his prime. So yeah, keep moving up, and man, he's not gonna get Canelo next, definitely not. But I hope he keeps building and they progressively step him up. That would be nice to see. But Thanks everybody for watching. What do you guys think about his performance, and what's his ceiling? What's this guy's ceiling? Is it Munguia level, or is it more of a Plant Benavides level? He might not be a superstar like Canelo, but is it that? Do you guys think that? But anyway, what do you guys think? Thanks everybody for watching. God bless. Peace.